AI Debug Club, yeah, kind of intriguing title, is it? Let's start from this slide. Have you read Alice in Wonderland? It's my favorite quote. I read it recently, about 1 year ago, and this quote, it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place if you want to get somewhere else. If you get to somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast as that. So it's perfectly describes the situation with software development and us software developers. So just to know what is happening around, now you have to learn a lot just to stay at the same place. If you like to improve your knowledge and move faster than others, you have to run twice as that. Yeah. But it's from good old time, and this quote from modern expert, yeah. A specialist with AI expertise is far more competitive in today's market, as soon AI knowledge will be fundamental requirement. Try to guess who told this. Exactly, ChatGPT. Yeah. That's true. As software developers, we need to have such AI experience and AI expertise just to be able to do everything what we want with this AI stuff, and just to be able to be competitive with the other developers. So I even prepared my own meme for this, without AI, just myself. This app developers with AI expertise and without. So where would you like to be? On which side, right or left? I guess that side if you're here. But not only software developers should evolve this time. Applications, the same themselves also have to evolve, because it's AI time. And I prepared a slide of this kind of evolution of applications. Actually, please raise your hand if you're application developer. Like mobile? Who is mobile developer? And who is web developer? The same hands. Backend developer? Yeah, the most part of audience are developers. Take a look. This is just application. I took mobile application as example, but it actually doesn't matter. So before AI time. Then the next step of evolution is AI powered app. That application that utilize somehow AI stuff. Yeah, let's answer your questions. I don't know, prepare for your trading diet or something. The next step, AI agent app. Applications that not only answer you and give you some, I don't know, information, but application that is able to interact somehow with the real world and solve real tasks. And so we are here actually somewhere in this this point. Who knows which kind of application we will implement tomorrow? I don't know, kind of application for AI-driven devices, if you can say this about robots and so on. Yeah, I think it's really nearby from here, and very soon we'll do something like this. Okay, please raise your hand if you already have an experience of integration with AI. Half of them? Yeah. Me? Actually, I tried to generate this image on my photo. What do you think? Looks like me or not? Yeah, now it's better. Nano banana. Have you tried it? maybe photo was really old, but I got a feedback today that it's not really looks like me. But who thinks that looks like me? No. Okay, I have to regenerate. Photo was pretty old. So, okay. Actually, I wanted to host a workshop with name hosting of AI debug club, in which I wanted to show on practice how to integrate different AI models, all possible ways to your mobile and web applications. But we transformed it a little bit to a talk, because it's not like prepared room for workshop and so on. But all code you can find on GitHub, and then do home tasks and implement everything what we're talking about today. So it will be not exactly workshop, it will be kind of presentation of the workshop. So we'll discuss all steps here, all theoretical parts, and then you'll be able to do everything yourself at home, and then, I don't know, show result to me or don't show, but anyway, it should be fun. Why? I'll tell you. A few words about me. So my name is Sasha Denisov. I work for EPAM as a chief software engineer. Also, I'm playing a role of head of Flutter discipline there, and so responsible for Flutter expertise in EPAM. Besides that, I'm a Google developer expert and AI, Flutter, and Firebase, and leader of Flutter Berlin community. So welcome to our events in Berlin when we'll have the next one. There is QR code to my LinkedIn. Don't hesitate to contact me and ask all questions. Flutter. I mentioned Flutter. Who knows what Flutter is? Yeah. So me again. Or not me, this guy in glasses also knows what Flutter is. Okay. And do you know who is it? Yes, Dash. This one. Ah, hello. So, if you prepare a nice question related to my talk and Flutter, probably this pet will be yours. I even don't have my own, but I have Dash head. Every time when I'm talking about Flutter, I transform myself to the Dash. Yeah. And now, yeah. Okay, let's get started. A few words about workshop. I decided that just integration of AI, it's boring. Let's have something fun to get fun result. It will more motivate people to try to do something. So what kind of fun stuff we can do? I decide, let's make AI model fight. So we have application, probably in Flutter. So actually you can do everything native Android, native iOS or web, but my example in Flutter. So you can, I don't know, ask AI to transform it or so, but there are all instructions and you can implement language whatever you wish. So I decide if you take ChatGPT and Gemini and then they'll fight, so who will be winner? But AI models are not fighters. They are LLMs, so they can talk, answer you. So fight maybe will look like this kind of conversational battle. But then I thought, why only ChatGPT and Gemini? Why we always have to choose between these two? We have more models, Claude, DeepSeek, Llama, Mistral, Gemma. So let's have all of them and organize a AI debug club and make them talk with each other without human interaction. But this image is too serious and boring. So let's have the club something like this and make them with different personalities. Like one is serious, smart guy. Another one is, I don't know, killjoy. And the third is, I don't know, funny and joke makers. The fourthly, I don't know, idiot or something like this. Yeah, any personality. And then let's see how they will talk with each other. And in result, you will have kind of AI fireside chat where you will have DeepSeek, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, Gemma, and Llama talk with each other without your direction. So there is a link to GitHub account. There is few branches. One branch where everything already implemented, and another branch where nothing implemented yet, but step by step describes what should you do to get such result. Actually, I did some changes today and need to upload the last push. So don't start right now. Give me a few hours and I finish today and push all the last changes because I updated libraries and so on. Some changes should be pushed to repository. Yeah, finally, let's get started. So how many ways do we have to integrate AI in our applications? Actually, three different ways in general. It's on-device inference or edge AI, when model run on your device without any internet connection, without just using power of your device. On-device AI logic, when you have model in cloud, but all logic you have on device using just SDK or REST API or something. And the third one, server-side AI logic, when you have backend with AI orchestration, etc., like just true AI application. So we will try to utilize all of them. And one model will be connected as Edge AI, one model will be connected using SDK, one model will be connected as a server-side AI, and so on. So we have many ways, and even few of these, so not few, actually all of them have a different approach and different SDKs, different frameworks to work with AI models. Let's go through them step by step. And let's start with the second one. Why second? Why not? Actually, on-device AI logic is probably the simplest one. And if you just start to work with AI, probably this is the best point to start because it's simplest. We have our application, we have model somewhere, and all logic we have on device. But for this approach, we also have few different ways. We can connect model using REST API or other API. We can use SDK, or we can use framework prepared specifically for this, like Firebase. Let's start with the first one. For first one, I decided to connect ChatGPT using REST API. Why ChatGPT? Because ChatGPT has five different SDKs. Python, Node.js, .NET, Java, and Go, and you don't see Dart SDK there. So I decided, okay, no official Dart SDK, let's use REST API. Actually, there is a Dart SDK for ChatGPT, but it's community built, not official one. And anyway, we need to show how to use REST API, so let's take it. And you know, ChatGPT has a three different type of REST API to connect. It's a completion API, assistant API, and responses API. And in this workshop, you will be able to try the two first, because I haven't updated yet to third one, and this two first will be deprecated on the if I remember properly, the end of this year or maybe the next year. And responses will be only one correct API to work with ChatGPT. And actually, it's the best one These two great for different purposes. Chat acquisition is lightweight and very simple. Assistant, it's slower and have a lot of logic in the backend, session storage, and so a lot of things. So persistent dialogue at the backend side, but the speed is not very good. So you can try both of them, and let's wait when we implement the third one and compare all of them, and then switch completely to responses. So, coding time. Here, in initial plan, we had to start implementation of connection of ChatGPT, but today, let's transform it to home task and do everything at home. The next type of connection is SDK. When you have SDK. So if you're a native developer, you have your Kotlin SDK or Swift SDK. If you're a Flutter developer, Dart SDK, and you can connect the model using already prepared methods and so on. So I wanted to show how to connect Gemini using SDK. And initially, there was such implementation. Why? Yeah, because Gemini used to have official Dart SDK. But some time ago, it was deprecated because official proper way to connect Gemini for mobile and web application now is Firebase. So I removed this part from workshop, and if you will find this Google generative AI plugin or something, don't use it because it's now deprecated and not official way, and support will be ended soon. So this step skipping. You can connect other model using SDK if you find it, but why actually Firebase is a better way to connect Gemini or other model to your mobile or web application. So it's also should be me. If you work with AI directly on device, you have some challenges. Which kind of challenges? For example, how to organize streaming to show answer of your model token by token, how to manage your chat history, how to store your API key secret way, like safe way, how to scale across all platforms, how to prevent abuse. So you have to implement all this part yourself, but if SDK don't provide it. And Firebase just have a solution of all these challenges already out of the box. Who knows what Firebase is? Okay. For people who haven't raised hand, in few words. Long story short, 2011, two guys created a startup for online chats to easy integrate them into websites. After some time, they realized that people use their approach not only for storing chat messages, but for storing different kind of information, even for storing state, for example. And they decided probably we do wrong thing and renamed themselves to Firebase and created one of the first cloud database, really simple and easy integrated. And in 2015, probably they was acquired by Google, and in 2016, the Google organized Reborn or Firebase is new logo, and now after 2016, it's official Google product. And when Google acquired it, there was only 3 services: cloud database, hosting, and authentication system. Now, Firebase, Google added there a lot of different services that can be used one by one or integrated to each other and use them all together. Last year, Firebase had kind of rebranding. It's a new logo. And yeah, now it's tons of services. You can use it for building, monitoring, everything. And I will say Sometimes Firebase looks like a cloud for indie developers. So Google Cloud Platforms, it looks complicated. Firebase in comparison to Google Cloud Platform looks really, really simple. But some services have the same purposes as a Google Cloud services, like, I don't know, Cloud Firestore. It's Firebase database and cloud database, and actually it's stored in Google Cloud, but with different SDKs and different level of complexity to integrate it. And one of new services is Firebase AI Logic, created specifically for purpose to integrate AI for on-device AI logic. And it's simple, secure, powerful. So secure is a really important thing to prevent abuse. Simple, easy to integrate, and powerful. It's really simple access to all Google models from Vertex AI. There is 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 different SDKs for all platforms. So it's Kotlin or Java for Android, Swift for iOS, JavaScript, TypeScript for web developers, and admin SDK for backend developers. Then Dart for Flutter, JavaScript for React Native, and it's C for Unity. So you connect your application through SDK to Firebase, and Firebase provides a safe way to connect to Vertex AI or just to Google AI models using API keys, safe way. And Firebase is responsible for storing your keys, for preventing abuse, for everything. So they have specific approach using app check to check who is eligible to use your backend or not. And you don't have to care about it. Firebase is responsible for this. Actually, these slides I also took for official Google slides. So, core feature of Firebase. It's a multimodal approach, structured output and stronger typized, chat session storing, function calling. If you know what I'm talking about, function calling, do you know what that means? Okay. And really important thing, it can count tokens. So you are able to control how much tokens did you spend for your application. And 6 image and models, so you can use models for image and video generation. Video is not supported yet, but image and yes. For Flutter developers, there is a plugin that now official plugin for Connect Gemini. Integrated with Firebase, usually connected to Firebase, and you can just use this plugin to have access to Gemini. Here, we had to implement this kind of connection, but again, it's a home task. And I have few more slides about Firebase AI logic and its opportunities. So Flutter AI Toolkit is an additional plugin that contains UI part. So previous plugin is only for connect to models. This specifically for implement UI. So simple creation of chats and all such things. In our example, that you will be implemented if you decided to start it, I don't use Flutter AI Toolkit. First, because when I got this idea, this plugin weren't existed yet. And second, because we connect many models, many different types, so not to integrate it to all of them. So I have my own UI. And yeah, this is just example of how this monitor part looks like. So you can count everything and analyze everything that happens with your models. And 2 more new features that they added really recently. First is Live API. Have you heard about Live API? Yeah, it's API to create conversational dialogues. It's text to speech, speech to text, and everything out of the box. For example, I can show you. Take a look how it works. Hello, how are you? Hey, can you hear me?
And
Okay.
Sveiki, ačiū. O jūs kaip laikotės? Kuo galiu padėti?
Interesting language. Can you speak English?
Yes, that's Lithuanian. It's spoken mainly by people in Lithuania.
I don't know Lithuanian, unfortunately. And we can share video to it. For example, camera. What do you think about my glasses?
Yes, if you share the video, I can see it. What would you like me to look for? Your glasses look simple and functional. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about them?
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Stop. Here. So create applications that will talk with you, and Live API support function calling and multimodality. So as you could see, you can share screen or video from camera and discuss it. And the one more new feature is a hybrid approach. So it uses Gemini Nano in the browser. It's only for web applications. And you can use for some tasks AI integrated to browser, and for some tasks you can use just Gemini. So it's a really nice thing. So you can keep your functionality if you have no internet, using weak small models in your browser, and if you have good connection, to move it to cloud. Okay. About completely offline, what can we do? Yes. Let's go to the first step, Edge AI, or on-device inference. So these examples of on-device AI, not exactly AI, it's actually machine learning on device, but for some tasks, running this AI and ML functionality on device is much more useful than using it in the cloud. For this example, Instagram masks. You have no time to send your stream to the server and get it back because you need it in real time. Or command recognition. Okay, Google, hey Siri. So of course, okay, Google and hey Siri, it's not offline functionality, but recognition of these commands themselves is offline. So your mobile phone always listening to you, and if you, of course, all to do it. And when you tell, okay, Google, so it runs this application. So it's completely offline by functionality. So we have many approach to connect the application. MediaPipe by Google, Llama CPP, or CoreML for iOS. Gemini Nano is integrated functionality by Google. So for our workshop, I took MediaPipe. MediaPipe is framework created by Google. Initially, it was created to combine many machine learning models to one pipeline and run them one by one. But after AI era, they added LLM inference for on-device running. MediaPipe has Android, iOS, and web SDKs. No Flutter, unfortunately. So I had to create my own library, Flutter Gemma, that initially created on top of MediaPipe for on-device inference. And now you can use it for Flutter applications. So this is an example from Flutter Gemma, so just simple chat. But the thing is, everything happens completely offline. So you don't need to have connection to the internet, and you can upload to device one of supported models and work with it. If you're interested about this approach in more details, you can watch my talk about offline AI agents that I presented on FlutterCon in September. So it's published recently. So there I explained everything about offline on-device inference and all the opportunities of this approach. So coding time again. Here we had to integrate Flutter Gemma. A few more examples about Flutter Gemma opportunities. So it's not only about text-to-text inference. This example of multimodality approach. I was on Expo 2025 in Japan. And there is a ticket to there with a mix of QR code, English language, and Japanese language. So I uploaded to Flutter Gemma example and tell me what do you see at the image. And again, everything on device. So Gemma 3 Nano is able to recognize images and process them. So and it's multilingual, so I can understand any languages from list, supported list. And one more interesting feature, function calling. So you can create offline agents using this feature. So this example. So I added some methods that model can see. And can you please change the screen, the color screen? And model can understand that I requested to change color and call method to change the color of the screen. And this example also with thinking mode. Some models has such functionality as thinking mode, and you can see how model thinks. It's a DeepSeek R1 actually. No? You can control your application completely offline with LLMs. And the best example of offline agent by my friend Georgios Solopios from Greece. It's actually native Android, not Flutter, but example is really good. Up, but it used to work. It's not loaded. Well, probably I haven't allowed to play video. Okay, I will demonstrate it later. So there is an article with an explanation of all opportunities that you have with offline AI. What about RAG? Can we do RAG offline? Yes, we can. So recently Google announced embedding Gemma, and Gemma created specifically for generating embeddings. And now, since version 0.11, Flutter Gemma supports RAG. You can generate embedding and use a database on device for on-device RAG. So for you can use function call and RAG to create really powerful offline agents. Okay. So what do we have for complex tasks? I have to increase the speed because, yeah, with all such issues, we are a little bit limited of time. So server-side AI processing. What here can be like difficult? So there is tons of already created frameworks and tools to do such stuff. LangChain, I don't know, GenKit as well, all of them. So now here everything you just take it and use. But when you have no experience with such development and try to implement your first AI application, it's a little bit complicated to understand what to use and how. Especially that frameworks a little bit redefined approach to create architecture of applications. So now we have like orchestration in the center and all other functionality should be around and connect to each other through application. If you don't understand this approach, it's yeah, a little bit tough from the first see. Yeah, and don't feel simple anymore. And so, are you ready to learn everything from scratch? So here we have Firebase GenKit. Google created this service specifically for these purposes. Without like reinventing approach, now you can use your knowledge that you had before to create just usual backend application, the usual method and so on for create AI application. So, and what do you need to know to start using GenKit? From like chains, workflows, kernels, streams, pipelines, object-oriented multiplayer abstraction. No, actually, sorry. Yep. Police. Yeah, just API calls. Actually, every model usually have own SDK, but all of them are different. So you can use Claude using Claude SDK, Gemini using Gemini SDK, Llama using Llama SDK, and so on. With GenKit, you also have SDK, but only one. You can just change the model and work the same way. So just write your code without thinking about orchestration, architecture. You can just start from simple like methods, just write them, call the models, and so on. And it's completely open source, and you can connect. A model is not supported yet using plugin or contribute to community build plugin. Google created few plugins, and all other types of AI can be connected using community build plugins. So you can see this. It's not complete list, but the most useful part. You can use all Llama to connect open models, Vertex AI to connect models from Vertex AI, Google AI plugin to connect Gemini, and community build GitHub models to connect model from GitHub, and so on. And there is a offline kind of AI IDE where you can check everything on your device without publishing it to somewhere. So really simple approach to test what you already did. What else? Strong types implemented by Zod, with Zod. Yeah, and a lot of different abstractions for rack implementation and functional calling and so on. You can check everything in your offline IDE as well. So you will see all your models, your flows, your embedders, your receivers, and so on. And evaluators. So you can write tests to check your AI functionality. How to test actually AI? Yeah, it's not deterministic. So evaluators created for these purposes. You can use different types of approach to evaluate answers, like other model judge and so on, and create flows that will evaluate all your approaches. And you can connect different types of third-party dependencies using plugins as well, and using the simple API calls like vector databases and so on. So there's 4 main like core features of GenKit. It's open source. It's actually only one probably Firebase service that's completely open source, but not sure. Probably yes. Open ecosystem through plugins, available in TypeScript, Go, and Python. Not Dart, unfortunately, but probably we will have Dart soon. But in this AI time, I think it doesn't really matter which language to use, especially for like simple functionality, just to try, like in this workshop. And the last but not least, how easy you can deploy project implemented with Firebase GenKit to cloud. So it's usually the difficult part, how to do it. So Firebase GenKit you can deploy 3 different ways. You can deploy it to Firebase, to Google Cloud, and to anywhere else. The simplest approach using Firebase, then Google Cloud a little bit more complicated, and anywhere you can deploy just like a library. And to Firebase you can deploy only TypeScript version as a cloud function to Firebase Cloud Function. And if you deploy it to Firebase, you have direct access to all other services. You can easily create like serverless application with Firebase infrastructure. For example, client app, then notification system using Firebase authentication, the GenKit manage AI and connect to AI models and store vectors to Firestore and metadata and so on. And very simple and very useful. Coding part. Let's give it again. And yeah, what will we have in the end? Now we have iOS, Android, and web application because it's Flutter. So it just looks like a simple chat, but the thing is there is no human. Okay, not exactly true. There is a human just to start the discussion to propose a topic. And then you can press pause and read what they talking about or add more context on something. And yeah, sometimes it's really fun. I added $10 today for this demo, but looks like when I tested it, I spent all of them. Because yeah, I by default there is an assistant REST API, and it's a little bit more expensive than completion API. I think that's why. But yeah, it's a really fun thing. So, as example, I always use this workshop in Barcelona, where my students ask me to ask them who is better, Real Madrid or Barcelona. And yeah, ChatGPT told that Real Madrid is by statistics is better. Gemini told that we can't evaluate them from this perspective. And yeah, all Barcelona people told that they won't use ChatGPT anymore. Whew, okay, I think I a little bit run out of time. Sorry, technical issues.